Welcome to the Global Top 9 Extended Edition. Today we are going to cover the most surprising facts about Queen Elizabeth. The royals appeal to many because of their enduring conformity to tradition. However, not all royal rules appeared to make sense. Queen Elizabeth II has spent her entire life cutting ribbons, supporting charities, and wildly swinging that knighthood sword without chopping anyone's ears off. She deserves a breather. Despite this, the Queen has managed to hold on to some weird and wonderful royal powers over the course of her reign, and while most of them are a tad ridiculous, some are downright shocking. Here are some of the most surprising royal privileges that the Queen has enjoyed over the past 60-plus years. So let's get started. The Queen can't be arrested or be the subject of civil and criminal proceedings. The Queen enjoys sovereign immunity, meaning she can't be prosecuted under a civil or criminal investigation. In essence, the Queen could go on a crime spree and there wouldn't be much anyone could do about it. The royal family does not have to obey legal speed limits. When the Queen, Prime Minister, and other members of the royal family are driven by police officers on official royal business, they can drive as fast or as slow as they please. The Queen has automatic legal custody of all of her descendants and her minor grandchildren. Fans of the royal family might be shocked to realize that the Queen has legal custody of her grandchildren, including Prince William and Kate Middleton's 3 children, Prince George, Prince Charlotte, and Prince Louis. The Queen is the only person in the world who doesn't need a passport to travel. Getting a passport can be a hassle. Not only do you have to fill out a bunch of paperwork and pay a fee, but you also have to pray that your picture turns out just right. Unfortunately, if you hope to travel to another country, you're not going to be able to without that booklet. That is, unless you're the Queen of England. Queen Elizabeth II is the only person in the world who can travel wherever she wants without carrying proof of citizenship. When Queen Elizabeth is finished eating, everyone is finished eating. This one must be annoying when the Queen's appetite is small. When dining as a family, the royals must keep an eye on Queen Elizabeth and ensure that once she's done eating, they stop too. No politics. The royal family are forbidden from engaging in the democratic process and sharing their political views. Queen Elizabeth is the head of state and the Church of England, so she must remain completely neutral when it comes to politics. This is why you won't see the Queen making public statements about political matters, voting, or even declaring her personal opinion outside of palace walls. But that's not to say she doesn't have immense influence. As head of state, the Queen meets weekly with the British Prime Minister to discuss important matters and, presumably, her stance on them. Plus, over the years, she subtly and cleverly used her power to influence issues pertaining to the Commonwealth. They are exempt from the Freedom of Information Act. The UK's Freedom of Information Act allows people to request access to public sector organisation records. Anyone in the world, regardless of age or nationality, is able to request information under the Act. Organizations the public is allowed to request information from include local councils, schools, government departments, the police, and publicly owned companies. The Act is meant to provide some transparency into the workings of the government to build trust between them and the people. The Crown is exempt from taxes. Another perk of being royal is that you don't have to pay taxes. The Crown is legally exempt from paying income tax, and many members of the royal family have portions of their income exempt from taxes if the money they earn is related to their royal duties. Voting rights technically extend to the Queen, but it's unconstitutional for her to vote. Most citizens who are 18 or older and are registered to vote can do so in the UK elections. For royals, however, voting is a bit trickier. The Queen stays out of political matters entirely and doesn't comment on elections, let alone vote in them. Although not prohibited by law, it is considered unconstitutional for the monarch to vote in an election. Heirs cannot travel together. Another somewhat morbid rule, this one certainly makes sense. 2 heirs to the throne are forbidden from traveling together by plane. This means that once Prince George turns 12, he and his dad will have to fly everywhere separately. No PDA. Public displays of affection are frowned upon by the royal family. Even holding hands in public is discouraged. When was the last time you saw the Queen and Prince Philip kiss in public? Or Prince William and Kate hold hands? Some royal watchers might assume that etiquette or royal protocol prevents couples from indulging in PDA, but that's not the case. Just look at Harry and Meghan's tactile approach. Rather, some royals choose to remain professional when they are out and about because they are working representatives of the British monarchy. Cover up cleavage. While Queen Elizabeth's purse is used to send messages to her staff, Princess Diana's had a different purpose. When she exited a vehicle, she always put a clutch to her chest so she wouldn't show too much cleavage and give paparazzi the chance at a compromising photo. There are countless photos of Princess Diana using her clutch-style handbags to cover up low-cut dresses and help keep her bosom from being overexposed, especially while stepping out of a car. Apparently, Diana used her clutch bags this way on purpose and even came up with a fun name for them. Hold teacups properly. The royals love their tea time. It's especially important that they hold their cups correctly. They use their thumb and index finger to hold the top of the handle, while the middle finger supports the bottom. They also sip from the same spot so the entire rim doesn't have lipstick stains. If you're more of a coffee drinker, protocol is to loop your index finger through the handle. And when in doubt, no pinkies out. That's too pretentious, even for royals. Arriving in order of rank. The royal family typically arrive at formal events, such as the Easter Sunday service and weddings in order of rank, with the most senior arriving last. This means that the Queen would usually be the last to arrive, with the Prince of Wales and Duchess of Cornwall before her and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge before them, etc. Hosiery is a must. While it's not said to be strictly enforced, the Queen is said to prefer royal ladies to wear tights for formal events. The Duchess of Cambridge loves a nude stocking, while the Duchess of Sussex was spotted wearing hosiery for the first time as a member of the royal family during a garden party to celebrate Prince Charles' 70th birthday in 2018. Have a glove ready. Sure, they're fashionable, but gloves are also a safety measure favored by the Queen when attending an official engagement that requires her to shake hands with a lot of people. The accessory, which the royal glove maker says are almost always either black or white and made out of cotton and nylon, prevents the spread of germs. She never went to school. Queen Elizabeth is an incredibly educated woman despite never being taught in a real-life classroom. She and her sister, Princess Margaret, were tutored privately by the country's best tutors that royalty could buy. She even studied constitutional history and law to prepare for her future role as Queen. Head of State. In addition to the United Kingdom, Queen Elizabeth II currently serves as the head of state of Antigua and Barbuda, Australia, Bahamas, Belize, Canada, Grenada, Jamaica, New Zealand, and several other countries. They can't cross their knees. You'll never see a royal crossing their knees, especially royal women. They must always sit with their legs together, and if they must cross something, they can cross their ankles. That said, they can also angle their legs to the side. Kate Middleton's go-to position incorporates all three aspects and has even been coined the Duchess Slant. Use utensils properly. The royal family has strict dining rules, including how utensils are held and used. Knives are held in the right hand and forks are held in the left. In addition, they cannot stab their food with a fork. Instead, they shovel the food onto the back of their forks and raise it to their mouths. No garlic. Garlic is banned from the royal table. Queen Elizabeth is known to hate garlic, which is why she banned it from the royal menus. Known for its strong smell, garlic is also off-limits in the palace to avoid royal family members from having smelly breath when taking important meetings. Skip the shellfish. This is an ancient tradition that royals have followed to avoid food poisoning. Queen Elizabeth still adheres to the rule, but the current royal family isn't required to. However, they may want to consider taking other food poisoning culprits off the menu. That rounds up our list of the most surprising facts about Queen Elizabeth. Share your comments below. Please subscribe to our channel and smash the like button. We'll see you on the next video.